about me, and I am when I think about it. I smile when I think about it, and I am when I think about it. I laugh when I think about it, and I am when I think about it. I smile when I think about it, and I am when I think about it. I laugh.
We'll get started. Yes, we'll get started right away. So I'll be sharing the screen with you so that we can look at some questions on set theory. So Waec questions on set theory. Waec questions on set theory. So question 1 is going to come up right away. Question 1. Question 1. So this is talking about some set of numbers. Set A equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So let me set A equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Then set B equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 15. So set B equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 15. So that is set B. So I'm going to look at the third set there. I have set C. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 15. Set C is 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So set C is 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So we'll have some questions to tackle. Meanwhile, all of them are universal, they are subset of the universal set 1 to 15. So given that sets A, B, and C are subsets of the universal set E, which is 1 to 15. 1 to 15. Okay, so we have some questions to deal with here. We have to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. That's the first instruction there. Draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. Then the second is to use the Venn diagram to find some. So let me put that up. It's going here. So I have to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the given information. Then the next one is to find C intersection A complement. Yes, I think there should be a bracket somewhere there. Let me check. So C intersection A complement, then A intersection B union C. So that is being repeated there. So C intersection A complement, then A complement intersection B union C. Okay, the first step is to draw the Venn diagram as to do so. So this is the Venn diagram. So we have the universal from 1 to 15.
15.
We have subset A, subset B, and subset C. We have A, B, C. But before we begin to input anything into the diagram, we have to look for the similarities between the sets. So we have A intersection B intersection C. That is what is present in A and B and C. So I can see 3. 3 is present in all. So I can put 3 here in the circle where all is represented. Then, apart from 3, is there anything common to the 3 sets, 3 subsets?
No.
So there is nothing. Okay, with that, we have that. Then the next thing to look at is A intersection B. A intersection B is what is common to A and B, as you have known. So,
3, 5,
what are the
7.
things that are common to A and B? We have what?
3.
This one is 3 here. So we have 3, 5,
7,
7,
11.
and 11. So, and that's also 3, then 5, 7, and 11. Then the next one is B intersection C. B intersection C is what is common to B and C. We have 3. Then what else?
15.
15.
15.
3 and 15. Okay, that's good. So I have 3 here already. So I have 15. So lastly, I go to look for A intersection C. So what is common to A and C? We have 3.
Just 3.
What about 9?
9.
Yes, 3 and 9. So I have 9. So that means here I'm going to have 9. Then I compare the circle. So in A, I have how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in A, I already have how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remaining 1, which is just element 1. Then in B, I have how many? 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4, 5. I already have 5 in sector B. What is remaining? 2.
2.
Then in C, I have 2, 4, 5, but I have 3 here. So remaining 6 and 12. 6, 12. So if we count 1 to 15, 1 to 15 represented in all of these. So we have seen 1, 2, 3, no 4. So
Yes.
4 is outside. 5 is there, 6 is there, 7 is there, 8,
8 is not there.
9 is there, there's no
10
10,
is not there.
11 is there, 12 is there, no 13, and no 14. So these are outside the 3 circles, but inside the universal set. That's very okay. Now, looking at this, we can now tackle the question. So we have finished the question 1 that says draw Venn diagram. This is our Venn diagram. Now for the second one, use a Venn diagram to find option 1, C intersection A complement. We need to firstly find our A complement. So A complement is whatever is in the universal and it's not in A. So what are the things in A? I have 1, no 2. I have 3, no 4. I have 5, there's no 6. 7, there's no 8. 9, no 10. 11, there's no 12. There's no 13. There's no 14. And no 15. So these are A complements. So what is now common to C and is common to A complement? So C intersection A complement will now be what? What is in C and is in A complement? I can see 3 here. Is there 3 here? No. 6, a 6. Yes or no?
Yes.
A 6. No 8, no 7, no 8, no 9 is there, but 9 is not here. 11. So I have 12.
12.
12 is common. Then is there 15?
10.
Yes, 15. So that is the answer to that. And the second answer, the answer to the second question under that format. So A complement intersection B union C. So we firstly need B union C. B union C. So let's look for B and C all together. Everything that is in B and C without any repetition. We're starting from 2. So we can see 2, and see 3, and see 5, see 7, and see 9, and see 11, and see 12. And after 12, what next?
15.
15. Very good. That's in B and C all together. In B and in C all together. So now what is A complement intersection B union C? So what is in A complement and it's also in B union C? So what are those elements there?
2.
2 is there, yes. No 4, no 6, no 8, no 10, but we have 12, right? Only 2 and 12. So that is the end of that question. So, yes, you made that in any exam. That is the way to do it. So I'm going to clear the screen. We'll go to question 2 right away, but that is clear, right?
Yes.
So we'll move to the next question. Next question is more of a statistical question, collection of data. So it says there are some people that will go to work by car, go to work by bicycle, and so on. So let's have that up here. So question 2. So this says, suppose that in a town 800 people are selected randomly. 800 and by random. 280 go to work by car only, 220 go to work by bicycle only, and 140 use both ways. Sometimes go with car, sometimes go with bicycle. So there are some questions to look at here to find it. So is there find, let me see. There be only there because the question is asking for only. How many people in all? That is 800. So 280, 220. Let me check that. Let me see that question there. So by car only 280, by bicycle only 220. And the first question said, how many people go to work by car only? Well, that has been given already. So how many people go to work by bicycle only? That has already been given. So, but such a kind of question can be given as well, just to trick you and see whether you know what you are doing. So let me stop the question also to see. So now the question says, how many people go to work by car only? I think that has been stated already as 220. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how many people go to work by bicycle only? And that is, I mean, by car, that is 280. By bicycle, that
Two.
is 220. This now say, how many people go neither by car nor by bicycle?
No, but
That is where the question comes. So we're going to be starting from that third question. Then this one says, how many people use at least one of both
one.
transportation types? So how many people use only one, only one of car or bicycle? That's what that one is trying to say. So here now, we're still going to be putting up our Venn diagram to represent the information that we have been given. So let me draw that here. So in our Venn diagram, we have something like this. So this circle and the other circle, just two, because we are given two items to compare. So car and bicycle.
And bicycle.
This is the region for car only,
Car.
and that is 280. And this is the region for bicycle only,
Bicycle.
which is 220. And this is a 140 used both ways. So 140 are here. And our universal is 8. So if our universal is 800, that means there are some people. Because if you add these three figures, they are not equal to 800. So we have to add them together and find difference from 800. So that is 280, 280 plus 220 plus 140, and that will give me 640. So here I'm going to say 800 minus 640, and that gives me 160. So there are 160 that are here that they don't use both ways. They don't use any of the ways. So how many people go to work by neither car nor bicycle? That means you can say for that question C, 160 people. Answer that they go to work by neither car nor bicycle. So then the last question is how many people use at least one of those? So at least, what does it mean when they say one? How many people use at least one of these?
You see, either they use bicycle or they use car.
Either they use bicycle or they use
car.
you say at least. Did you say at most?
No.
What does it mean if you say how many people use at most one of the transportation type? Yes.
Possibly that they use car and bicycle.
If you say at most just one, so that means we are looking for those who use only cars and those who use only bicycle. They did not use the two. You understand? They did not use the two. But here now, the question says how many people use at least. If I say you can eat at least one of the cookies, that means I'm trying to say if you like, you eat more than one. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Aha. So that means I'm trying to say you can find those that use more than one or those that use one. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
So the people that use at least one, they are the 280 plus 140 plus 220. So take note of that. So and that is what we get by getting our 640. Yes. So the answer there is 640 people. 640 people. Now, I will put up one more question, then I'll give you time to go over it. Then you give me your answer. that taken?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's see this number three question. Number three question is talking about types of movie that people watch. Types of movie that people watch. So let's see what the question states here. Trying to zoom out. So here is the question. A survey of 1,000 women is conducted in a town. The results show that 52% like watching comedies, 45% like watching fantasy, that's fantasy movie, and 60% like watching romantic. So in addition, 25% like watching comedy and fantasy both. 28 like watching romantic and fantasy, while 30% like watching comedy and romantic. 6% like watching none of these genres. So how many women like watching all the three genres? Find the number of women who like watching only one of the three genres, that is at most one. And find the number of women who like watching at least two of the given genres. So I'm going to be giving you some time to do that. Once you are through, just signal to me. I will send this question to you on WhatsApp now. Take your time to do it. Once you are through, signal to me on the WhatsApp that you are through. Then I'll come online for the correction. Is that
But
taken?
sir, yes, but before you,
Yes.
this percent, am I going to divide it by like for example 52%? Will I do 52 over 100 times 1,000?
Yeah, that is correct.
So I
That
can
is-
get the number. So I'll be able to use the
Yes.
numbers.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you this in your WhatsApp so that you can go through. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So we'll see you soon when you're through with the solution. That's it. All right. So
Okay, sir.
the first question, the first subject we are looking at is the mathematics, where we want to look at the solution to the question that we're solving on set, which is a Waec standard question set. That when you see such questions, you know how to do it. So here now, I want to try and give you the question, but I need to use the font of this so I can accommodate more questions. So let me assume. Okay. Can you see the question now?
It's small.
It is small. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger so that I want the board to contain both the question and the solution. So let me try this. What about this?
Yes, sir.
This is better. Okay. Now, in an attempt to solve that, we're going to be needing to draw. We need to draw a Venn diagram. Yes, but before we draw the Venn diagram, so let's find the solution. Before we draw the Venn diagram, we'll bring out our parameters. That the universal is 1,000 women, and the number of those that would like comedy, number of comedy has been given to be 52% of the 1,000, 2% 1,000, which is invariably 520 women. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And the number of those that like fantasy the percentage is
45.
45%, 5%, and that is also 450 out of 1,000 of the women. And the number that likes that watch romantic movies, 60%, according to the question. 60%, and that is going to be 600 women. So, having noted all this, if you add all these numbers, you will observe that this is 0, and the second one, you have 2. On the second line, you have 2 plus 5, which is 7. Then adding 5, 4, and 9, and 6, you have 15. So this is already 1,570, which is above 8,000. That means there are intersections. There are what? That means there are intersections. So that means there are what?
Intersections.
Very good. So with the intersection that we were given, let's try to bring it out now. So number of comedy, intersection, fantasy has been given to be, number of comedy, intersection, fantasy has been to be 25% of the population, and that is 250 women. Then another intersection given is number of romantic, intersection, fantasy, and that has been given to be 28%. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
And that will be what? 280.
280.
Yes. While number of comedy, intersection, romantic, yes, is what percent is that? 30%.
30%.
And that will be 300 women. Very good. So we now have another information. Lastly, that 6% doesn't watch any. So that is number of I'm writing a number of comedy, intersection, fantasy. No, not even intersection. It's union now. This camera. Number of comedy, union, fantasy, then union, romantic, complement, because they do not participate in any of them. That's why it is complement. So that one is 6%.
6%.
Yes, which is 60 women.
60.
So having this, and henceforth bring up the Venn diagram. It's going to contain 3 circles to represent the 3 of them. Let me try that again. So if the first is comedy, the next is fantasy, and the other one is romantic. So we can try and see that this region that consists of the 3 of them, we can call it X. Yes, we can call it X. So, but to get this other region, which is for comedy and fantasy, to get it, that will be 250 minus the X that is already there. That will be 250 minus X. Then to get the region that belongs to comedy and romantic, because we have it as 300, so that will be 300 minus X, that's already present. And to get fantasy and romantic, fantasy and romantic has been given to be 280, so we have 280 minus the X. And we don't know the number that is in only comedy, only fantasy, and all. So we can represent them with any letter. So if I pick P, U, and K, I don't want to use R because I have R here. So if this is P, this is U, this is K. Then what I have is that I have been given that 60 people did not participate. So I can now deduce from that and say comedy, union, fantasy, union, romantic must give me 1,000 minus 60. And that is what?
940.
940 women. 900. So once that give me 940 women, it now behoves that the next step, I need to start finding how to get this X first. So if I get the X, then I'll be able to know what the values of P, Q, and K, what the values are. Now I don't want to erase this particular Venn diagram and the writings, but I will erase every other thing so that I can have space. Erase this. I'm going to erase all these spaces. So what we want to do is to find X now. Oh, I don't want to. Yeah, let me undo that place. That place is 300 minus X. But let me. So just bear in mind that the union is 940, the union of the three. So now, in an attempt to find our X, we need to know that if we add all the circle of comedy together, based on what we have found before, it has to give us total of 520. So with that, adding it together, I have P. P is the first thing there, plus this place is 300 minus X. So I have 300 minus X, then plus the X at the middle, then plus 250 minus X, which is here. 250 minus X. So if I add all of them together, it's going to give me the 520. No, not 940, because everything is 940. Here I'm considering only the circle of comedy. So that's going to give me what? 520, as we have found before. So, trying that out, I can easily use this X negative to cancel this X positive. Then I can say I have P minus X here. So P minus X equal to 520 that is outside minus addition of the 300 and the 250, which is 550. So with this, I can say P minus X equal to what is 520 minus 550? That is negative 30. So this is my first equation. We can tag this equation 1. Then going back to the other place where I have Q on the F. F also have been given to be 45%, which is 450. So I must add everything inside this place to give me 450. So let's add. I have Q plus the next one that is there is 280 minus X. 280 minus X. Then plus the X at the middle. Then plus the other one, which is 250 minus X. Still in this, yes, 250 minus X. And if I add all of this together, it's going to give me 450. So again, I can cross this. Then I can have Q minus X as well. So this is going to be Q minus X equal to 450. Q minus X equals 450 minus addition of 280 and 250, which is 510. So here I can say Q minus X equals to, what is 450 minus 550? That is negative 8. So that's my second equation. Now for the third one. So I think there was a break in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I think I'm not hearing you, but let's continue. So there was a break in that, whereby I'm bringing back the. So can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I can hear you. So the third one is what I wanted to look at, which is the circle of what's it called, romantics. So with
Yes.
that, I have K. I have K. So K plus 280 minus X, 280 minus X, which is also there, plus the X at the middle, then plus 300 minus X, 300 minus X. So with that, I have it to be 600 based on the information that we have. Then again, we can cut this and say we have K minus X equals to 600 minus addition of 280 and 300, which is 580. I can say K minus X equal to 20. That's my third equation. So now we can try to find the value of X from each of the equations. Let me bring out the three equations. The first equation is P minus X equals to minus X equals to minus 30. From there, I can say finding my P rather. I can say P equal to minus 30 plus X. Do you understand how I get that?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Then from the second equation is Q minus X equals to negative 8. Q minus X equals to minus 80. So I can say Q now equal to negative 80 plus X.
Yes. Yes.
So I found my P, I found my Q. Now let me find my K. So here now K will be what? 20 plus X. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, coming back to our Venn diagram, since we have that, we can now bring back the Venn diagram here and say, this is what we have. We have 60 here, then we have the three circles. Circle of first one is comedy, first one is fantasy. Last one is romantic. So here I have X. In this place, what do I have? 250 minus X. 250 minus X. Then here, what do I have? 280 minus X. Then at the other one, I have 300 minus X. Now here I have my P. But what is P now?
5.0.
No, what is P now? From here, P is minus 30 plus X. Minus 30 plus X. Here I have Q. What's my Q now? Minus 80 plus X. Then here I have P. What's my K now? 20 plus X. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
You know that the universal is 1000. And once the universal is 1000, we remove 60. If I had everything inside these three circles together, what am I supposed to get?
9.0.
Very good. So that is what we want to do now. We want to add everything starting from minus 30. So I have negative 30 plus X, which is this negative 30 plus X. Then plus 250 minus X. 250 minus X. Then minus plus X at the middle, plus 300 minus X, plus X at the middle, plus 300 minus X. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Then minus 80 plus X. Minus 80 plus X, which is in the second circle. Then after minus 80 plus X, then I have 280 minus X. So plus 280 minus X.
Yes.
Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
And what's the last thing I have to add there? That is 20 plus X. So everything added together will give me what? 940. Here I can find my X. But let's cancel out all the positive and negative X. Negative and positive cancel. Negative and a positive cancel. then positive and a negative x cancel, remaining only one x. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this 1x is going to be here equal to 940 minus addition of all of this. When I mean addition, you are going to take note of the subtraction signs too. So negative 30 and positive 250 all together give me 220. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then 300. Okay, no, not even the 300. Let me compare the 80 and the 280. So this give me 200. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because it's negative 80. So with that, what do I have left? I have to add 220 plus 300 plus 200 plus 20. And with that, I have 740. So I'm going to subtract here 740. So my x finally will become 200 by subtract. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Now, if my x is 200, then I can come back to my Venn diagram and remove all of this and begin to put what exact value is supposed to be there. Are you getting that?
Yes.
So the first circle, the second circle, and the third circle. So here my x is what? It's 200. And the whole of this place is 250. So what remains? 50. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Now the whole of this place is 280. So what remains here? 80. Then the whole of this place is 300. What remains here? 100. And the whole of the first one is what? What do they call it? 520. Yes or no?
Yes.
We are going to add all of this and take it away from 520. Then you have 170. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then the whole of the second was supposed to be 450. So when you add and you subtract all this from it, you have 120. Then the third one, when you add the whole of this, you take it away from 600. Then you have 220. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
Now, after doing all this, you have your 60 outside. Then everything added together must give you what? Must give you 1,000. So is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Now let's tackle the question. What's the first question? First question say how many watch all? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So to the first question, the answer is 100. That is those that watch all. So what's the second question? Second question says find the number of women who like watching only one of the three. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So those that love watching only one, they are this 170 and 120 and 220. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
And that will be 510. That will be 510. And the third question says find the number of women who like watching at least two of the genres. That means they can watch and they can watch more than two. Is that taken?
Yes.
Not those that watch only one. These are those that watch only one. But those that watch two are 50, 80, and 100. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
While those that watch three are 200. So you will now add those that watch two and those that watch three together, and that will give you 410. That will give you what?
110.
Very good. So is the solution clear now?
Yes, sir.
Why I just have to insist we have to come to the end of it is that set goes beyond just giving you numbers or prime number. It also involves surveys. Give you surveys and they will say find the percent. They will give you in percentage and expecting you to find numbers, or they might give you a number and expect you to find in a percentage. So I'm going to be ending this class now. Then just within 2-3 minutes, I will send you another link. The next class, which is 6 minutes. So just
Okay.